So we're here today looking at the Krayton. It is the month 1 Dominion prize ship. I'm here with George. My name is Jeremy. We're going to be looking at this ship, kind of running through some of the upgrades, kind of taking a look at some of the strategies and possibilities that this ship can do. Right, George?
Yep.
All right, well, George is in. All right, so the Krayton's one of my favorite ships. I enjoy the ship quite a bit. It's got a great power.
Likewise.
As you'll see. Oh, likewise. Okay. All right. As you'll see going forward. So the ship is a 3-1-4-3, 3 attack, 1 defense, or 1 agility, I suppose. 4 hull, 3 shields. It has a scan, a target lock, and a evade, which is nice. It is nice. Doesn't have battle stations, though.
No, but we'll fix that.
We will. We'll fix that. Its action, though, is one of the best actions that I enjoy. This is why it's one of my favorite ships. Action to save one of your active shields. You get a +1 to your attack die, and you can reroll all blanks. That is awesome. That is a great power.
That is a great power.
One of the best things about it is there's a number of ships that have come out and said plus bonus dice to your primary weapon. This one does not say that. +1 to your attack die, +1 attack die this round, so you can couple it with secondary weapons, and you can reroll blanks. Always a nice ability. So, 3-1-4-3, one thing that you might also want to see on there, it's 4 hull. So with the new rulings with the fighters, you have to have a carrier ship. This is a great carrier ship. Even if you just run the basic 20-point ship, it has 4 hull, so you can run 3 Ferengi Marauders and 3 fighters. So that is a fun fleet, a very fun fleet. All right, so it has a tech, 2 weapons, and a crew. We'll get to those shortly. All right, let's see. So the generic, like we said, is 20 points. It does lose that extra shield, so it has 2 shields, and it doesn't have the power, which, for those 2 points, I think I would go with the...
It also loses a weapon.
Does lose a weapon, that's right. And we'll get to some of those weapons. Interesting. The Ferengi, I don't know if their weapons are the end-all and be-all. Some factions focus on weapons. I don't think the Ferengi are one of those, though.
No, but they finally got a photon torpedo in the last ship.
They did, that is true. There was a new release, the Krayton, and there was a Box Marauder, I guess is a blind booster. I think they both have photon or some kind of secondary torpedo. So both of those have that. So, all right. Maneuverability-wise, you're looking at a 1 backwards, which is kind of nice. You have a 3 turn, which is red. The rest are white and green. You can go 4 forward, so it's not a bad ship when it comes to maneuverability.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Middle of the road. All right. Okay. All right. So the first captain, he is a 5 skill for 3 points. He has an elite talent, which is nice. His name is Damon Togg.
His power is action. If your ship is cloaked, disable all your remaining shields and target a ship at range 1-2 that is not cloaked and has no active shields. Disable one of your non-disabled crew upgrades, and then disable 1 crew upgrade of your choice on the target ship.
Interesting power. It is an action, unfortunately. I do like action economy, so it is tough.
It also makes me drop all my shields,
which
is counterintuitive to the named ship.
It is. And as you'll know, the named ship action is an action. You do have to spend an action to do it, so doing Damon Togg and the ship ability is a tough thing to do. It has 1 crew slot. You know, that's another tough strategy when you're using Damon Togg. You have to disable your only crew, and then, you know, if he's something useful, like if you're staying in faction, you know, something Ferengi, there are a couple of nice Ferengi cards, but if you're out of faction, you do something like Breenade, you don't really want to disable Breenade in your action phase. So, interesting captain. He does have a metal slot, though. When we get to the metal slot here in a second, and your rank 1 captain as well for the Ferengi, always useful. There we go.
And can go on any ship.
Can go on any ship with no faction penalty. That's right. So, elite talent, conditional surrender. Oh, conditional surrender. How I love thee. So, when your ship is attacked, before any dice are rolled, you can discard one of your crew upgrades to cancel the attack. And you must have 1 crew upgrade on your ship in order to use this ability. George, you like this power. You like this upgrade.
Yes. I liked it back in the day, and I like it now because, you know, you put Breenade like we talked about, you know, you get your free, but you take that tech slot, you put a shroud on it. Now Breenade doesn't go anywhere.
That's true. You can also throw a Wayung 6, I believe, on there. So you can go to get rid of somebody and then disable Wayung instead to keep him on there. Again, if you're staying in faction as well, remember you can disable a crew upgrade with Damon Togg, and then you can discard him with conditional surrender.
Yes,
so you
it
can do
doesn't
both.
need to be enabled to
Right.
discard it.
Right. Cool. It is a great ability. This card right here, Conditional Surrender, is probably one of the best cards in this pack. The ship itself has a great power, but Conditional Surrender, there are a lot of builds that can be built around Conditional Surrender. There are a lot of cards as well that can steal crew and mess with cards, so Conditional Surrender kind of had its heyday in the first Dominion War, first 6 Dominion War, and it's kind of gone a little bit down, but it is still a pretty good card. So, EM Pulse, the only tech it comes with. Action, disable this card, target a ship at range 1/2, and remember it cannot be in your forward firing arc. You get an auxiliary power token that you can place besides the target ship, and that ship also rolls 2 less attack dice. So gives them a power token. They roll 2 less attack dice. It's a nice get out of dodge situation if you're trying to run away.
It is, and it is a little better than the Klingon version.
Yes, it is a little better.
I would rather choose this and have the faction penalty because you get more out of it. But yeah, if you need to get up and go, this lets you get away.
It's true, and with something like Box Marauder, you can do if you do a 3 or more on your movement, you actually can get a +1 attack dice. So this is nice to be able to kind of move, do the action to give the person behind you an auxiliary to roll 2 less attack dice, and then you get a bonus to fire at the person actually in your firing arc.
Yeah, the other thing, you can preempt somebody. So if they've got the transphasic torpedoes and they're about to target lock you, go ahead after they've done their action.
That's true. And speaking of other Ferengi ships, I think we forgot to mention on the Krayton, Tar actually with the Kreacha is a great combo with that. Tar is the captain that lets you place a battle stations token next to your ship if it doesn't have one and it's a non-action. The only thing is that the target ship has to be in your forward firing arc. Yeah. But it's a great action because, again, this one is an action, so you can combine it.
It's a nice alternative to the Picard staple.
That's right. Picard on the Krayton is definitely a nice staple on there. You can also do things like the officer exchange program, and Picard 9 will only cost you 5 points on here. So that's a nice combo. All right, missile launchers, Ferengi missile launchers. Again, this doesn't come with a photon torpedo, but it does have the missile launchers. I don't know, missile launchers. I've used them for a while. They're not too bad. Again, you disable the card, perform the attack. You fire 2 dice, and you do fire twice. And any crit results go directly to through the shields and directly to hull. 2 attack dice.
Yeah, well, if you disabled your shield, you only get a +1 attack on one of them.
Which is a big controversy. I know in the beginning when we got it that it felt like it should be a 3 attack instead of a 3 attack 2 attack. But that May ruling kind of came in there, and you get a +1 on the first one and 2 on the second one. Kind of feels like you're playing some other wing game with 2 attack dice. 2 just doesn't seem like you're really. I don't know. It doesn't seem like enough to really punch through.
It was fine back in the day because you were fighting Federation. They had 1 defense dice, but now there's so many different ways to get defense dice or re-roll defense dice that 2 dice just doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So, but it's nice to combo. If you can combo it up, you can maybe make it work. Add in if you can get battle station, you have to get battle stations and throw con on there to do crits. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one to kind of do. And Ferric is the only crew that comes with this one. Kind of similar to the captain. If you're not cloaked, you disable all your shields. Target a ship within range 1/2. Their shields also have to be down. You discard Ferric and. You can, You can discard a crew on their ship. That's right. But the trick is here, if you have a scan, you can do it as a free action. So you can technically do the captain and Ferric in the same action phase, which is nice. The only problem I have with Ferric, though, is discard and not disable. If he was disable, I feel like he would work really well with conditional surrender.
The other problem is I have to drop all of my shields.
You do keep coming back to that. That's true. And we always have the problem.
That is not something I want to do.
That's true. And you have the problem, if your opponent has no shields, do you spend something in your action phase to kill one of their crew upgrades, or do you target lock battle station or something like that and just try to finish them off?
I would rather blow them up and get rid of all their crew.
It's true. That's true. So, Ferric, I don't know. He has his uses, I guess. If you have a scan token next to him, I guess his free action is nice. It kind of depends. The ship isn't too bad. I like the ship. It's one of my favorites. The paint job, I know people always say pluses and minuses about different paint jobs. This one has a nice logo on it.
Yeah,
so.
it is the only ship that has such a clear logo on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is nice.
Not even the Defiant has the little Delta symbol.
Yep, so not too bad of a ship. 3 shields, and comes with a BB token. So pretty basic stuff down there. All your SAM, your scan, evade, all that. But yeah, so that's the Krayton. George, what's your take on the Krayton?
I give it a B+.
A B+. All right. Well,
I would take Farrakh out.
I would take Farrakh. There are other cards I think I would add as my crew, but
Yes.
I think overall the Krayton is a pretty good ship. It is a prize ship, so it's not retail, unfortunately. But that power really is a nice power. Even just the ship itself is really good. Conditional Surrender is a nice card, and I know it's not as useful as it used to be, but the Krayton itself, making a Ferengi fleet, especially now with 2 other Ferengi ships as options, you can make a Ferengi fleet, which is kind of a nice thing, so I like to see that. So, all right, well, that was the review of the Krayton. If you have any questions, feel free, let us know. All right.
Out.